Well, good evening, Mr. Henderson. Is it Mr. Martin Vanderhoff up here? Yes, sir. That's me. Well, Mr. Vanderhoff, the government wants to talk to you about a little matter of income tax.
Income tax?
Mind if I sit down? Oh, no? Go right ahead. Thank you.
Oh, no, darling. It's the turtle something or other. Pardon me.
Mr. Sycamore. Oh. What is it? These things you saw going off. Look. No, not now. Grandpa's busy. Oh. Pardon me.
Now, Mr. Vanderhoff, we bring you several letters about this, but have not had any reply. Ah, that's what those letters were. According to our records, Mr. Vanderhoff, you have never paid an income tax. That's correct. Why not? I don't believe it. Well, you own property, don't you? I do. And you receive a yearly income from it. That's correct. Of between $3,000 and $4,000. How about that? You've been receiving it for years. I have. Since 1901, if you want the exact date. Well, the government is only concerned from 1914 on. That's when the income tax started. Well, it seems, Mr. Vanderhoff, that you owe the government 24 years back income tax.
Wait a minute. You can't go back that far. It's outlawed.
What's your name?
What difference does that make?
Ever filed an income tax return?
No, sir.
What was your income last year?
$28.50, wasn't it, Essie?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Vanderhoff, you know there's quite a penalty for not filing an income tax return.
Penalty?
Now, look here, Mr. Henderson, let me ask you something. Well, suppose I give you this money. Mind you, I don't say I'm going to, but just for the sake of argument, let's suppose. What's the government going to do? How do you mean? Well, if I go down to the Macy's and buy something, there it is. I see it. Well, what's the government give me? Well, the government gives you everything and protects you. What from? Invasion. Foreigners might come in and take everything we've got. I don't think they're going to do that. If you didn't pay an income tax, they would. How do you think the government keeps up with the Army and Navy? All those battleships. Last time we used battleships was in the Spanish-American War. What did we get out of that? Cuba. And we gave that back. Something sensible. Sensible? Well, what about Congress and the Supreme Court and the President? We've got to pay them, don't we? Not with my money. No, sir. Now, wait just a minute. I'm not here to argue with you. All I know is that you haven't paid an income tax and you've got to pay it. They've got to show me. We don't have to show you anything. I just told you. All those buildings down in Washington and interstate commerce and the Constitution. The Constitution was paid for long ago. And as for interstate commerce, well, what is interstate commerce anyhow? There are 48 states, see? And if there weren't interstate commerce, nothing could go from one state to another, see? Why not? They got fences? No, they've got fences, they've got laws! My God, I never came across anything like this before. Well, I might pay about $75, but that's all it's worth. You'll pay every cent of it, just like everybody else.
Listen, Essie. Listen to this a minute.
And let me tell you something else. You'll go to jail if you don't pay. Do you hear that? That's the law. And if you think you're better than the law, you've got another thing coming. You're no better than anybody else, and the sooner you get that in your head, the better. You'll hear from the United States government. That's all I can say. Watch out for those snakes. Whoa!
How was that, Essie?
Fine.
How'd that sound to you folks?
I liked it.